Hi everyone, so today we're going to look at random coloured backgrounds and different ways of using them. So I've got this one here with a sky effect and some green. This one is behind a die cut oval, and I've just picked up some of the colours from the flowers. So that's very random. And this one's a nice water effect, picking up again the colours of the decoration. So we'll come back to those at the end. Right. So what you'll need is a piece of plastic or a a card bag, anything that is not going to absorb the colour. Okay. So that's there. We're going to take then just a random piece of card, and what we need is water-based felt tip pens. So they can be children's pens. They don't have to be expensive ones. But there's my colours that I'm going to do, and take your watercolour pens on a scrap of card and just test them out. So this one is good for that. Okay. Sometimes pens don't come out the colour you think, so do test them. Right, so that one's there, that one's there. I've got an orangey one there, which will do the mustard flower. And yes, this was the green. Now, you'll see that they're all quite vibrant colours, because when we put some water with it, then it will diffuse those colours down to give us a much better result. So I've made up myself a piece of card. I've cut an oval out of it, so you can do it by hand or you can do it with a die cut. And I've just put a little border all the way round. So that's going to cover, and this is my main card. Make sure it opens the right way. So here's my piece of card bag, and what I've done is I've just put a piece of acetate inside just to give it a bit of stiffness. I could have put a piece of card inside. I like to be able to see through it. So we're going to randomly put some colours on. So go through them. You won't always see the colours that are going on. And here we've got, so just scribbling. Right, now I've got a mister, so this just going to put a fine mist on. It's an old paint spray, and I've just washed it out and filled it with water. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put it just off to one side, and I'm just going to spray water onto here. Now it will start to just diffuse all the colours. I've got a really nice effect there. I could just do with a little bit there. So take that, turn it over, and I can see through the bag exactly where I'm putting it. Now look at the effect that we're getting on there, and I can actually make it go exactly where I want it. Okay, when you're ready, I'm going to take that. You see we've got a nice a broad line, so I'm just going to take it and put that off to one side. Then I'm going to take baby wipe and just clean my bag so it's ready for the next one. And I'm going to just take that heavy paint off there. Right, now I've got my piece here that will go over the top. Now I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes. You can help it with a hairdryer or whatever you've got, but you can sort of go on to another one and just leave that drying off. So I'll put that to one side. Let's go to another one. And this time I want to be a bit more particular where I'm putting my colour. So I'll pick out the decoupage that I've got, and I've already chosen some of my colours. So I've got an assortment of decoupage, the same sort of decoupage that came from this. So this was 3 different lots of decoupage, and I've just taken different elements from each one. Okay, again, I've made myself an oval that's going to go over, so I know I can work on this middle part. Now, I want to be precise where I put my pens. So I've got, let's check, I've got a green there. So I'm going to start with green at the bottom. I want a little bit of orangey colour in the middle, and I'm overlapping into the green. Okay. Then I think this is no, that's the purple. I think this one is a bluey colour. Yes. So I'm coming down with the sky, and I'm just going into that orangey colour. So I've given myself a blend of colour. If I put that behind, you can see it's a nice blend of colour. Okay, so I do it just off here. Right, so let's bring that in, and you can see the colour is starting to move. So I can just tip it and get it starting to run. Turn it over, and we're going to place it down in the middle. Look at that lovely effect. Now I can make it move by just pressing here. So if it hasn't quite gone as far as I want it to, like we don't want that hard line, so just move it to one side, and I'm just going to dab off the excess. Right, okay, so let's take a rough guide, and there we've got a lovely background that is going to be perfect for my decoupage. So let's have a look what I've got. I've got a tree background with a village in the back. I've got another part of the village coming down, some cows. I think that'll be enough. Okay. So I'm going to take this. It's another piece that needs to come out. Yep. So I'm going to add this, and I can just place it on there so I can see where I need to adjust. That's perfect. Okay, got some flowers, and I've got some cows. I'm going to go onto there, and I know that my oval is going to come down to there, so I'm just going to take that and place that in the front. Right, so this is wet glue, so I have got time to manipulate it round. I'm going to take another piece of the decoupage. I don't want two pathways coming down. So I just want to soften that line at the bottom. Cows are in the meadow. And then I'm going to take this and apply adhesive, any adhesive that you've got handy. And then we're going to place that so that I've got a nice white border all the way around. Now I can just move this a fraction if I want to. I'm just going to fill that in. So now we've got a beautiful card. Okay, so let's get the other landscape in, and just a simple few scribbles onto a piece of plastic has given us these beautiful backgrounds. Okay, so we'll put that to one side, and I'm going back to this one. That's nice and dry now. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to use wet glue on this one. And I'm going to place that on. So I've got a white border all the way around. And we've got this lovely background colour. Let's bring in my flowers to the side. And I know that they're going to match totally because we matched our pens to the picture. So I'm going to take this one. And I think we're going to go to this side of the oval. We go for one up there. You can play around before you put your glue on, just trying where you think you would like your pictures. So there we go, and I've got two bits here. So onto there perhaps. I think we'll can either go there. I think we'll go take it further up. So do play around with the arrangement. So that one we will go onto there, and then this one we're going to just bring round the base, and I've got plenty of room in the middle for a greeting, a die cut sentiment, or some of the typed messages. So look how interesting we can make backgrounds from just using simple watercolour pens, even children's ones. And scribbled on a background on a piece of plastic and just turned it over with a bit of water. So that is with detail going around an oval. So that's those. This one is just freehand. So I've just gone onto a piece of card and just used that with no oval. You can see I've added a die cut greeting. And again, we've picked up colours from here. Okay. And then these were a little bit more intricate in that the colours have been placed so that it looks like a landscape. Now this could easily be, if you're into rubber stamping, you could rubber stamp scene on there. You could have a rubber stamp flower silhouette in the background. There's so many ideas, but do have a go at scribbling on a piece of card bag or plastic and see what you can make of it. Happy crafting and make yourself some really beautiful cards. God bless you all.